Hey, in this video I will walk you through how to grant access to Power BI application using Microsoft Forms, Power Automate, and Microsoft Teams. It's a great way to streamline and simplify access requests. No more manual steps or mistakes. First, we'll create Microsoft Forms to simplify Power BI access requests. The user will only provide 3 details and the rest will be fetched by Power Automate. Important note, the person requesting access must fill out the form themselves, not someone else for their behalf. Alright, so we go to Microsoft Forms website, and now to create a new form we click on New Form button. So now we can fill our Microsoft Forms. So we start with naming our form, and now we can also provide description. It's good to provide the name of the report and also information that users must submit the application for themselves. Now we can add points to our form. So we start with full name. We check required toggle, which basically means that user have to fill it. Then we add department. And lastly, we add country. Perfect, so now we can go to Microsoft Teams to add a new team. Now we'll create Microsoft Teams that will act as an audience for the Power BI app. Then we'll set up a SharePoint list to store users' data from the form. This way we'll manage access and keep a record for incoming requests. In Teams we click on plus icon and then we click Create Team. Now we create a team name, and also name of the first channel, and then we click Create. Nice. I don't want to add members to the team, so I press Skip. Now we click Files tab in our team. You may need some time to refresh information in Teams. And when it's refreshed, click on 3 dots and click Open in SharePoint. In SharePoint site, we click Home, then New, List. I choose Blank List and I provide the list name, and then I click Create. In our users list, I hide title because it's not needed in our case. And we can start adding our column names. I start with requester name. Then requester nickname. Email. Full name provided by user. So the difference is that this column will take value from Microsoft Form where user provide his own name. I add department. Then I add also a country. Lastly, I add a submission time as a date time format. Perfect, so we built our SharePoint list and now we can go to Power Automate. Here we created Automate flow using Power Automate. When the form is submitted, the flow will trigger. Fetch user data, add them to Teams group and log their info into SharePoint list. All automatically, no manual work required. In Power Automate, we click Create, then we click Automated Cloud Flow, and then we provide our flow name. And then we select our trigger, and you can see that it's already here, which is when a new response is submitted. And we click create. From when a new response is submitted to trigger, we choose our form. You can see that there is a cardiology report access. Click new step, and we search for get response details from Microsoft Forms. Then again we select our Microsoft form. Then we select our response ID from dynamic content, and we click response ID. Then we select a new step, and in our case it's gonna be get user profile. In user UPN we choose responder's email, which allows us to get requester details. Then the next step is add a member to a team. And then we select a Microsoft team that we just created. Under user, again, we select responder's email. Then our next step is to choose a SharePoint create item. Under site address, we choose our site that has been created when we created Microsoft Teams, and then we select our list name. Now you can see that we see the name of our columns. For name, I choose given name, I add a space, and then I add surname. For string name, I add a nickname. Email, I choose responder's email. In full name provided by user, I choose a full name from a Microsoft form. Same for department, country, and submission time. All of those are chosen from Microsoft Forms. So perfect, right? So then we created our Microsoft Forms, so it's time to test it. Click Save and Test. I go now to our Microsoft Forms that we created, and then I click Copy Link. I copy to a new tab, and then I'm gonna fill our form. Provide details here. And when I'm done, I click Submit. Save my response. Go to SharePoint to check if a new record has been added in our users list. And nice, right? You can see that our details has been added here. You can see confirmation in our Power Automate that our flow ran successfully. Now we can go to Power BI. Now let's add the Teams group as an audience in Power BI. That's it. From now on, everyone in that group will automatically have the access to the report. Now we can go to Power BI. Click Update App. We go to Audience and we select New Audience. Now we can name it. I will name it Cardiology. Please remember to have the report visible for this audience. Now in specific users or group, we add our Microsoft Teams, right? So in our case, it's gonna be a cardiology report. Now we can click Update App, and we click Update. And perfect, now we added our Microsoft Teams to our Power BI audience. Finally, test the process By submitting a form as a user, make sure they have been added to Teams group and their data appears in SharePoint. If everything works, you're all set. Got questions? Drop them in the comments or send us an email. Thanks for watching.